To all the young men out there who have a beautiful, nurturing, feminine woman in their life, she deserves to be spoiled. A lot of you guys are out here and you kind of are taking what you have for granted. A chick who's in a relationship with you, if she's with you, and I'm saying this because I want to teach you to be this caliber of a man, deserves to constantly be spoiled, right? What does it mean to be spoiled? Well, this can be many different ways, many different things. Just because you spoil her doesn't mean you have to spend a shit ton of money on her, right? You have to understand what your situation is. If you don't have a lot of money, but you have a lot of time, you might want to do something for her, an act of kindness. You might want to make her something, bring her something, whatever. She deserves to be spoiled in the ways that you wouldn't necessarily traditionally think a woman should be spoiled. She should be spoiled in touch. She should be spoiled in words of affirmation. She should be spoiled in, sure, you could do gift giving and all these other love languages. You have to understand when she's with you, she will constantly be spoiled. She will constantly feel at ease. And when she comes to you, she will constantly escape her own reality and all the stresses that come with it, right? So I'm teaching you simply to be a haven for her in a healthy way, of course. If you're some frat boy who's watching this video, fuck you and click off. But I'm talking about the traditional men out here, the gentlemen, right? I'm talking to the chivalry. And spoil her. I mean, it's really that simple. So my actionable step to you, my challenge to you is I challenge you to spoil her. A lot of times we get comfortable in a relationship just because we hang out with some person a lot. You know, we build familiarity, and that kind of feeling of the first date anxiety or whatever goes away. But you have to understand, every time that you hang out with her, emulate it as if you were going on a first date. Maybe not the date itself, but at least the feeling. Be excited to see her, which then makes her excited to see you, and also give her a reason to be excited, right? And a reason may be in an appropriate manner for spoiled, right? If you take her out to dinner all the time, she might just, and she's not into you, obviously, she's gonna take advantage of that, right? You have to have this sixth sense that says, is she the type to even be spoiled in the first place? Because a lot of women and a lot of guys don't deserve to be spoiled. I'm specifically talking to the ones who make you think that there's some sort of hope in this game of love. So going back to it, I challenge you to spoil her. It can be a compliment. It can be a hug, multiple hugs, whatever she's comfortable with. It can be bringing her flowers, buying her flowers, and getting her flowers. It doesn't have to be expensive. You could bring her a meal, whatever that you know she likes. It can be a game that you can play with her. So, what are you waiting for? You have a woman to spoil.